Greetings. Now, in this part of the series, I would like to go deeper into the essence of the mind as the basis of creation, as the basis of all manifestation, or as the basis of every experiences that happens in your life. The last time we talked about the significance of self-reflection, how important for us to self-reflect, for us to come to know our thoughts, for us to become self-aware, right? So in this particular part, I would like to go deeper. I want to talk about how meditation it's the way we assess the stillness within. And you see, meditation as a way of assessing our stillness within ultimately consummates in creation. I will explain this based on Genesis chapter 1. When you read the whole chapter, now the Bible says that God rested after 7 days of creation. That 7 days is what became later known as the Shabbat in Jewish culture. The word Shabbat, like a lot of us know, is called rest. And if you go deeper, it is actually suspense. That means a time where every activity comes to comes into cessation. That means there is no activity, there is no action, no action. And so Shabbat actually means no action, no movement of activity. It is a state of suspense. And so the Bible says that God rested. That means God became suspended from acting. He became suspended from activity. All right. Now, if you look at that passage very well, you realize that God was in the state of suspense, or out of the state of suspense, God stepped into creation. And so it was the suspense to creation and then to suspense. That means no action to action and then to no action. All right. So a balanced life, a productive life, is a life that is lived in between repose and action. When we learn how to assess our stillness, we increase the level of our production. We increase the degree of our creativity. All right? Because creation was born out of suspense. God's creation was born out of God's suspense. And so we also must learn how to suspend our thoughts. We must learn how to suspend ourselves from action. And you see, the society, keeps us in a state where we keep acting, we keep moving, we keep running to and fro. And that's why we wear out as time goes on. But we must come to understand this ancient wisdom, this ancient principle of repose and action, for us to carve out a life that is balanced, that is productive. Okay, so meditation, it's how we assess that stillness within. All right, Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God." So that self-awareness, the knowledge, the true knowledge of the self, is a function of you being able to assess the stillness within. That means you can't get the knowledge of self, the knowledge of you, from the forms of activities you are engaged in on the outside. Many people tie their identities to, what is going on without. But the Bible says that you only peep into the knowledge of God, the degree of your godness, as you connect with the stillness in your heart. And you only do that, or you can only do that, through meditation. And you see, the funny thing is, when one is in the state of meditation, or when one is meditating, or when you intend to meditate, it looks as if you're wasting your time, because you are not moving, because you are not walking at that moment. You are just there in the void of your heart, in that ultimate state of nothingness, where God resides only in your heart. It looks as if nothing is moving, but then that is the foundation of all tangible manifestations of life with you. Every significant transformation and miracles are tied to how you are able to assess your inner identity that is locked up within stillness. And you must understand that. And so it's the system of Shabbat, the system of suspense from your activity, is the wisdom of God for creation, for you creating stuff in your life. We have been wrongly oriented in our society that production is equal to constant action. That's not true. Production, creation, tangible manifestations of reality are a function, or their fruit born out of stillness. Ideas that will change your life, they're a function of stillness. And so you see that it's so important for us to understand the wisdom of this, and to carry our stillness along with us as we engage with the word. You see, as time goes on, we are going to delve deeper into this wisdom, and I pray that you really understand this and begin to engage it in your life. I love you.